Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Matt with 1836 Property Management in beautiful Austin, Texas. This is your weekly update and a little bit of owner's education for the 8th of January 2018. As far as the Austin real estate market, it's still winter. Things are picking up from the Christmas and Thanksgiving break. But if you've got a property on the market, you're going to have to be aggressive on price as always and make sure the condition is up to where it needs to be. Keep in mind that in multifamily housing right now, amenities are the big target word out there. That's what everybody's talking about. Tenants are shopping not by price or anything else, but they want to know what they can get to go along with their rental. Now in single families, it's a little bit different. You don't have major amenities around like pools or specialized parking, things like that. So you're going to have to really make sure that everything in your home is up to par, your washer, dryer, refrigerator included in good condition. If there's anything special you can do on the exterior of the property to make it a little bit more conducive to the owners or their pets, you're going to want to do that. It's a long-term investment and it's a great place to put your money. So what are we going to look at this week as far as owner's education? Big thing we want to talk about is whether or not to show properties when they are occupied. Now, whenever a property management company comes out and meets their client for the first time, that owner goes, what do you charge and how fast can you get me on the market? They're really anxious to get going and, well, they want to make sure that their price is the correct price to pay anyway. So we'll deal with that on another issue, but let's talk about getting you on the market. So most companies out there that are in Austin are going to really want to utilize the MLS. Well, why? It shares data in the most effective way. Agents out there have clients call them. They pre-screen those clients before they go show properties. The agents help them dial in the right properties, the right price point, and it saves everybody a lot of time, and it covers a large amount of the population of people who are actually looking for homes. Well, some companies don't always do this. Some companies go out there and put it on Zillow or Homes.com for a while first to see if they can keep things in-house, not have to pay that outside agent. And then if they can't quite get it leased, then they'll put it on the MLS. Whether that's ethical or not, that's a whole different story, but some people do it that way. What we're talking to you about is the when. When do we put your property on the market for lease? Do we put it on the market while it's still occupied? Do we put it on the market while it's tenant occupied versus owner? Or do we wait until it's vacant or vacant and ready? So as always at 1836, we don't like to make gut-based decisions. We'll kind of feel them out to make sure they make sense, but we really want to look at the data and say, what does the data tell us? So instead of our gut telling us one thing or our fear telling us another, we want to say, here's where the data lies and here's where the policy should be. So our policy historically was always, let's put the properties on early, 30, 45 days, and get some showings happening. We felt like we were really solidifying a good position for our owners by doing so, but we're also probably not getting the highest rental rate for each unit. Think about it. If you've got a tenant in there who's stinky, doesn't take great care of the place, the paint needs to be touched up at a bare minimum, if not repainted, it's got garbage everywhere because these people are moving out, there's no way you're going to get the highest rental rate for that unit versus vacant, ready, clean, smells pretty, the whole 9 yards. So we know the rental rate is a little bit lower, but maybe lower vacancy time, right? So that's the trade-off. Which one are we going to go after? So we ran the numbers. What did the numbers tell us? Well, all of last year is our sampling, 138 properties we leased at this company. So think about that. We've got 138 repetitions of doing the same thing in 1 year. Not bad numbers to pull from. 6 were leased with the owner in place still. Only 6 of that 138, which is about 4.3%. 17 were leased with tenants in place. Now, University of Texas housing is very unique. We do some UT housing down there, and those lock boxes stay on year round. So that is really not part of the sampling that we should consider because there is no other option at UT. They lease up a year in advance. So let's just take 2 of those away or 3 of those away. And we're going to say with the tenants in place, that's only about 10% of the properties. So we're showing the homes for 45 days with tenants in place, getting a lower than peak rental rate and only getting a 10% success rate. Well, that didn't sound great at all to me. I don't know about you. So when were these homes leased last year? Out of the 135-ish homes, 115 were leased when vacant. So does that mean vacant in the make-ready process or vacant and ready? Well, there's really no easy way to delineate those two because the source of the data doesn't describe which one it is. But I can tell you that 85% of the properties we leased last year were when vacant, not when occupied by a tenant and not with an owner in place. So what does that tell us going forward? We may be having a policy shift because we've learned some new information. We want to stay on the front of everything going on in the industry. So We're going to start testing the waters coming in 2018 here, and we're going to wait until the properties are vacant. We're going to get some lock boxes on there. We're going to get them on the market immediately. But what we want to do is see if we can get a higher rental rate for our owners, not just wait because it may or may not be easier. The objective is to maximize your return on investment, so that's what we're going to try to do. We've also got some new self-showing boxes, which are going to be hugely helpful to us getting more traffic into your properties because tenants can now see them when they're driving by. We don't have to wait for them to schedule somebody. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, maybe they flake. We can get them in there if they're qualified right away. So what do you need to know? What's the takeaway from this? Get your property ready. Make sure it's vacant. Make sure it's accessible. Seems all kind of 101, but it really does play out that way statistically. So if we can help you with anything else here in Austin related to real estate investing, property management, anything else in this arena, we're here for you, 1836propertymanagement.com, or give us a call, 512-994-4323. We make real estate investing easy. Have a great day.